Welcome to the classroom of Agile Generation Learning Center. On 18th of November 2020, a new version of the Scrum Guide was released by Kent Schwaber and Jeff Sutherland. In today's video, we are going to share with you 10 of the most notable changes according to us that have been introduced. Change number 1. Minimize the Scrum Guide, less prescriptive and more room to explore. Today we use Scrum everywhere, not only in software development but literally everywhere. Scrum itself is much less prescriptive and less complex. From 19 pages now we have only 13 pages. This is more than a 30% reduction. In addition to simplifying the language and even more synthesized information, they also removed some rules in Scrum. The guide has been made less prescriptive but gives more room to the teams to explore what techniques are the best for them. Change number 2. Less prescriptive in the daily Scrum. The 3 questions that need to be answered by each team member are gone. Change number 3. There is no 10% limit for the product backlog refinement. In the previous version of the Scrum Guide, there was a restriction on the product backlog refinement not taking up more than 10% of the development team's capacity. There is no such restriction anymore. Change number 4. There are no required attributes for the product backlog items. Until now, we had to have at least 4 attributes: description, order, value, and estimate. This is no longer mandatory. Change number 5. Introduction of product goal. The sprint goals must connect to the high-level goal, and in this case, this is the product goal. The product goal describes a future state of the product which can serve as a target for the Scrum team to plan against. Awesome product owners must have a long-term product goal and move away from a project mindset. Change number 6. There is only one team working towards the same product goal. There is no team in the team anymore. The only team is the Scrum team, and it is one Scrum Master, one product owner, and developers. The following features that were valid for the development team are also valid for the Scrum team. The team is small, but the obligation to be between 3 and 9 people is dropped. There are no hierarchical levels, there are no sub-teams, the team is cross-functional, the team is self-managed. Yes, it is no longer just self-organized. We hope that this change will help us to encourage the product owner and the developers to collaborate towards achieving the same product goal. It is also explicitly said that if the Scrum team becomes too large or has more than 10 people, it should be split into multiple cohesive Scrum teams that work towards the same product goal, product backlog, and also product owner. Change number 7. Clear accountability for the different roles. There is clear accountability for the product owner, developers, and especially for the Scrum Master. This update is important because we usually face many questions from the management about the accountability of the Scrum Master. In Scrum Guide 2020, the Scrum Master is accountable for establishing Scrum as defined in Scrum Guide, and what is even more important, that the Scrum Master is also accountable for the Scrum team's effectiveness in delivering value. If the Scrum team is not effective in delivering value to customers, we can say that the Scrum Master has not done a great job. Change number 8. The artifacts are now officially 3. So far, there have been 4 official artifacts in Scrum: product backlog, sprint backlog, definition of done, and product increment. Definition of done has been dropped, and together with product goal and sprint goal become commitments for the individual artifacts, as it follows: product goal is the commitment for the product backlog, sprint goal is the commitment for the sprint backlog, definition of done is the commitment for the increment. Change number 9. Self-managing replaces self-organizing. The self-organizing team has been changed to a self-managing team. Self-managing teams are not managed by managers. When we say self-managing team, we mean that the team internally decides who does what, when, and how. With this change, the teams become even more empowered. Change number 10. The sprint goal is the why of the sprint. We no longer answer only the question what and how. We also answer the most important question, why the current sprint is valuable. The answer to the why becomes the team sprint goal. Thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, so that you will not miss any of our future videos.